Okay, guys, we're here again. Just a little bit of drill combat, nunchaku for you there. We've got something massive today. We've got something massive. I'm going to explain a little bit about a combat fighting video. There's two guys on the video. I'm going to explain quickly about that during the live, but also we've got something fantastic, something amazing. We've got the 31st generation Shaolin monk live, doing a live demonstration, and his name is Master Lee Chi Wai. But before we do that, before we get this, before we get the videos on, before we analyze the nunchaku, before we see this live demonstration, we're going to get Sifu Chang on. So let's get him on. Come on, guys.
Hello. Hello?
Hello there. How are you?
I'm good. Sensei Rich Smith. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. It's very nice to have you on as Master Lee's assistant. It's very nice to have you on, you know, and it's I'm sure we're going to have a nice chat about it all and about the Kung Fu. I plan, if possible, just to share a little YouTube link, you know, that you provided, and we'll just go from there. So if you just tell us a little bit about yourself to start with, and what your role is, you know, in helping Master Lee.
Well, I started training in martial arts back when I was a teenager, but as I got older and became an adult and started working, I wanted to get back to those roots. And so that's when I found Master Lee Chi Wai. And I've been with him now for just about 23 years. And so I've been helping him during those times. I've been helping him with classes, teaching the kids class, teaching adult classes, helping to structure the program, and just assisting anywhere I can with him, you know, when it comes to whether it's classes, seminars, even just work around the school. So I've been deeply involved with the school for quite some time now.
Brilliant. And so what the style that you do, can you just maybe explain a little bit to everybody about what the style is of Kung Fu that you do? Here at Changhua Kung Fu, we take a little bit more of a modern approach to training in traditional Chinese martial arts. Our system is actually based on a higher understanding of physics and kinesiology in terms of how the body is able to generate the type of power we require for martial arts. And so when students begin with us, it's mostly centered around helping the students to better understand the concepts of human movement and all the different ways that you can generate the power. And later on, when we study the different styles, we then actually go into what are the differences of all the styles, where are their niche specialties, and then be able to have the students pair to a particular style that's better suited for their body type. And so my particular specialty happens to be in, I've studied actually the Shaolin program with Sifu Lee. I've done some praying mantis, which goes back to some of my past training. And then more in-depth, I do a particular style called Baji Chuan, which is 8-directional fist. Hello? Did you lose me? Sorry, I lost your audio. I was just saying that the Shaolin program, what age does that start from and go up to?
In terms of the Shaolin program, we were mostly focused on like basically mid-teens and up, and basically there's no age limit for the program.
Brilliant, that's awesome. So guys, just if you've just started, you just come onto the live. This is Sifu Chang, and he's the assistant for Master Lee, who will be joining us for a talk soon.
And also he'll be doing a live demonstration. And now Master Lee is a 31st generation Shaolin monk. There's also another reason we're doing the lives, and it's to promote the World Martial Arts live event, which is on the 15th of May. And, you know, with that, that's only a week to go. So we were a week before it all kicks off, and it's going to be an amazing time. We're going to have lots of different styles. We're going to have Kung Fu, we're going to have Jiu-Jitsu, Sport Nunchaku I'm doing, and it's all going to be over 24 hours, over 96 classes. So guys, if you haven't signed up, just message me on the link, and I'll sort you some tickets out. And there are still some dojo licenses left that you can sell to your students. But let's get back to what we were talking about, if that's okay, Charles, Chang. What we're going to do now is going to share a little video of Sifu Lee, of him doing on a little demonstration on a dummy. Okay, so I'm just going to put that up, and then if you can talk us through what's happening in that technique.
Okay. So this particular video I shot for Sifu Lee. He requested that I actually help him with this basically to help promote a particular system called the Plum Floor Post Phoenix Eye Fist. Now, arguably, I don't know very much about this particular system, but what I can tell you is that the training style is very unique, where if you look at the bottom of where he's standing, there are little posts where the practitioner has to really pay attention to their footwork while still being able to work on the dummy.
Excellent. That's a nice little demonstration, that, because what you find is with that, I like the movements as well, Sifu. It's nice little movement.
Yeah, it's very much a short range system when you look at it, right? Which is very much catered towards that particular dummy. I believe that dummy is the only one that's actually built here in Canada.
Only one in Canada? No way.
So we don't know of anybody else who teaches that particular style and has that particular setup where the dummy rotates with the plum flower posts. So
that's really interesting. Absolutely fantastic, Charles. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some Nunchaku Combat on.
Okay.
And I'm going to explain the technique. You're welcome to stay on and add your 2 pennies. And then what we'll do after that is we'll get to Master Leon, and we'll have a chat to him about maybe how he first started, and then we'll go on to the live demonstration. So we'll just get that up. Just give us a sec. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show the video, and we'll go from there. So what you see in that video is you've got two guys competing against each other, and this is Nunchaku Combat. And the guy on the right is blocking and he's striking at the same time, while the other guy's sort of maybe panicking a little bit to try and get the strikes in. But the guy on the right, when you see it slowed down, I'll just show you that again. You can see how it blocks and then hits directly after. So it's a nice little counter technique. He's blocking. And what do you make of that, Sifu, Charles?
So I'm not an expert in nunchaku techniques, but absolutely, I'm actually intrigued with what you've shown, because we here also do a lot of different systems of variations of weapon sparring, short weapon, long weapon, and we have our own designs for long weapon sparring. And it would actually be really helpful if we could connect afterwards, and we can basically, you know, talk about, because was that your video?
Yeah, that's me on the right. But
yeah, so actually, yeah, so it'd be nice to know.
It's quite funny you saying that, because I actually got to a Sport Nunchaku Academy and also Sport Nunchaku Business for instructors. It's quite funny you mentioned it. I didn't plan this.
Yeah.
But, you know, we'll connect. Maybe you want to come onto the instructor program for the Sport Nunchaku Business. But we can chat after if that's all right.
No, absolutely. Because
I mean, the combat is very, very good. It's very interesting because you've got the helmets on. You wear a guard. And at the start, if anybody is watching who's just joined, you see I'm just doing a little bit of drill combat. So the drilling is to get you in preparation for when you put the helmet on. Because a lot of people just put the helmet on and they're panicking, innit? But they've not no skills. Well, everybody think they're Bruce Lee, but they're not. You know, they haven't got the skills. So they need to do the skills, do the drills, so that when they put the helmet on, then they're ready to do it. You know, they're ready. But that's excellent. What I'm going to do now, Sifu Charles, is I'm going to get Master Lee on, and we're going to have a chat. And then after that, he's going to do a demonstration. Guys, if you've just joined us, we've done some combat, some Sport Nunchaku combat today. This is Sifu Charles. He's an instructor in Kung Fu, and is the assistant to Master Lee, who we're going to get on today. And Master Lee is the 31st generation, part of the 31st generation Shaolin monk, and he's gonna just do a little chat with us, and then we straight onto the little demonstration, and then after that I'll ask him the ultimate question. All right, so thank you for coming on, and we'll chat later. So you stay in the waiting room. We'll chat later. Is that all right?
Thank you very much. Absolutely.
Thank you. Brilliant. So now what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to get Master Lee on, and he's going to be telling us all about how he started, his a bit of history and everything. And I'm going to get him on, and he's going to tell us a little bit about how he started and this sort of thing. So let's get him on. Hi, Master Lee. How are you today?
Pretty good, thank you.
Excellent.
How about you?
I'm fantastic, Sifu, every day. I don't have a bad day. And thank you for asking. If I have a little bad day, I just have my 10-second moan, and then I'm ready for action again. But if possible, because that's enough about me, let's talk about you. If possible, Sifu, could you give us a little bit of a history? What was your first encounter into martial arts, and what year did that start, please?
Okay, I start martial art from my family. Actually, with the martial art and the health side, the medical side, it came down from my family, generation to generation. Down to my generation is 5 generations already. So in my family, right, we started martial art training at 5 years old. And after, when we go to 10 years old, and then we start the medical training. And after the medical training, right, we're up to 15 years old, and then we can decide do we want to continue with it, or we can change our career. And I decided to continue with the training and promote the Kung Fu. That's how I start.
Yeah.
Yes, and then after when I training from my family, and bring me more interesting to go in the deeper side of the martial art. So I start learning different style from the different master too. And then when I was around 20 years old, and I went to the Shaolin Temple, and then studied under my master up the Shaolin Temple, and I stayed there for around 3 to 5 years, and and I come back out.
Brilliant. That's fantastic. And what was it like, Sifu, training in the Shaolin Temple? And what was it like?
At the time when I up the training at the temple, right, it's not open to the public yet. So in there, the conditioning is very, I can say it's very, very bad, very poor at that time. But I'm talking about it's about 30 years ago.
30 years?
China's not open yet. So the temple is not open to the public yet. It's totally different. There's no water, no heat, nothing. They're tricking the mountain.
That's amazing. What would you say you at that time when you did it for 5 years, 3 to 5 years? What was the biggest thing that you took away in the learning process from training in the Shaolin Temple 30 years ago?
It gave me a different experience in life. Basically, give me a different experience when in life, right? And basically, it's nothing commercial. There's nothing there, and nothing open up. Right? So your training will be more focused on, and basically will bring your mind and bring your body down to a totally different level. When you understand the martial art is much more deeper than what we see right now. Right? Much more understanding what do we call the way of life with the martial art, and then don't move your direction, and you understand martial art training is not just a sport training. It's much more deeper in body with the culture, with the health benefit inside the human body.
And if it's possible, please, Sifu, could you tell us if possible, Sifu, could you just tell us a little about the health side? Because you say you're studying the health, you treat, you do the medicine. And just tell everyone a little bit about that, please.
Yes, in the traditional Kung Fu training, especially the Kung Fu training, when in the traditional way, we have an old saying, okay? You have to respect the body when you're young and doing the physical sport, doing the training, and then later on in life, and then the body will wish you back. Okay, the reason what I'm saying, right? Anybody looking for living a long life, okay? But the important thing is not how long do you living, it's how quality your life is it. Okay, I give out the example, right? You can live up to 150. Doesn't matter if rest your year, right? It's all lay on the hospital or lay on Footwork home. Totally to any quality, it's not worth it. Okay, if you say you lay up to 70, 80, but your quality is good, you can do anything you want to do, and then that's what we're talking about, the quality of life. Okay, there's other sport cannot give it to you, but in a traditional complete training in the martial art that can offer you to give you this benefit. Okay, and then in the other ocean, what did we say, right? When you learn the martial art, okay, when you hold a fist, you can do the damage, you can do the killing. But when you open your hand, and you can save your life, and that's a higher level of the training. And based on the theory, right? So each movement when we practicing, it doesn't matter long range or short range. Each movement have an internal side of it to understand how did the energy channel, how did the magnesium work at the body to connect to the organ. So same time when you're doing the physical movement, you are sending the signal, stretching, that send the vibration to try to get the organ, get your body inside balance, so you don't lose the health benefit at the same time when you're doing the physical training. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's amazing, and it's really interesting what you said there, Sifu, because living to 150. Because last night I was speaking to my friend in Thailand, and we were chatting about I would like to live past 150, and I would like to be able to take the jiu-jitsu that I started in the 20th century and take it into the 3 centuries later. And by doing that, I know I have to stay healthy. I know I have to do the exercise. I know I have to do the breathing. But it's very interesting you say that. And the key to longevity, what would you say that is? You did explain about having the health inside, but what do you eat a lot of? What do you drink a lot of? For the guys who are watching, because they're interested to know how you stay so healthy. How do you stay?
Yes, basically a longevity healthy life, right, is based on 3 different principles. Okay? One is emotional. Okay? What kind of attitude you have in life? How do you see? How do you think? How do you send the message? You can using the meditation, right, to get that. Other one is a proper exercise. When I'm talking about proper exercise, it's not just a physical exercise. It's an exercise involving with the internal training together. When you're younger, when you're up to a certain age, your basically your physical training is 70% of physical training. Other 30% supposed to be internal training to recover the body. What do you take advantage on? And the later part, what in life, right? And then it's changing. Normally it's 30% physical training. Other 70% is a longevity training. How to recover your body.
Oh yeah.
And the number 3 principle is a proper diet, including with some herbal medicine or including how to eat 4 to 5 elements, eat with the season. When you can get all 3 together, and then basically your body will respect you back, and you have a longevity health life.
Fantastic. That's awesome. That's so awesome, that answer. Thank you, Sifu, so much. I think, guys, if you're just joining us, this is Master Lee. He's of the 31st generation of Shaolin monks. And now, guys, we're going to have a live demonstration of Master Lee, his style of Kung Fu. So if you can just, I'll put you on full screen, Sifu, and then you do, if you can do that demonstration.
Okay. Okay, today I will do a little demonstration about the short range system, the short range style inside the Kung Fu. Okay.
Wow. That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic, Sifu. That was amazing. Thank you so much for that.
Okay.
Oh, God. That was amazing. Oh, this has been fantastic. This has been so amazing to have you on the show. And I look forward to working with Sifu Charles and hopefully yourself, if possible. Maybe we can work together. But it's just absolutely amazing. That was awesome. And you saw it here, guys. Don't forget, guys, just quickly tell you again about this, what's happening. Master Lee is going to be on the World Martial Arts Live show, and that's going to be on the 15th of May. If you want to get tickets, guys, then you just need to message me on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. But And if you can, just follow us. Is YouTube on Sport Nunchaku, and also Insta, FB, and Twitter again. But guys, this has been fantastic. Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Master Lee. That was just such a pleasure to have you on. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. See you next time.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Guys, that was fantastic. So that's Master Lee. What to say about it, I'm not sure, because it was so great. His 3 principles of longevity as well. That's really interesting. Because remember that this channel that I've got here, the Sport Nunchaku, it's not just about promoting Sport Nunchaku. It's about bringing martial arts together from all over the world. Now, if you're interested in maybe promoting your martial art, then again, message me in Sport Nunchaku. All right. So, guys, thank you again, and we'll see you next time on the Sport Nunchaku, Rich Smith, Sport Nunchaku, and we'll go from there. Thank you so much. That's awesome.